Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but we are back. I'm going to be doing a flexi rod set. If you follow me on my other platforms, you guys know that I love doing this style on my hair. However, whenever I'm washing it out, it is a struggle. But I just cannot get enough of this hairstyle. I love the volume that it gives me, but I'm going to show you guys how I do it, and I'm going to break it all down for you. So let's get into it. Went in with Red Kansas City Bonding Curl shampoo conditioner to wash my hair. I'm going to go with the Liberty's leave-in conditioner. Probably this much for one side, and then we're going to go in with the same amount on the other side. I'm just going to go ahead and start sectioning my hair off. Have it pre-parted. This just helps me navigate my hair as we work our way through. A lot of times I do run low on the flexi rods, like I use every last one of them. I'm just going to do Bantu knots for the sections. I'm just going to get these type of clips right here for each section. While it's on my mind, before I forget, I'm going to go in with these Sacred Restoring Hair Edge Drops right here at my temples, because I feel like I'm noticing some breakage here. So I'm just going to continue, I guess, to monitor and just be extra gentle when I'm working in these areas. The front part of my hair has always been much more fragile and different curl pattern, density. It's just totally different from the rest of my hair. So I just try to always be careful, especially when I'm doing braided hairstyles or anything that's just any type of manipulation with my hair. I just try to be extra careful at the front part of my hair. A part of my hair, we have a total of 9 sections. There's 2 in the back, 3 in the middle, and then 3 at the front. It's 8 o'clock at night. I don't know why I wait so late to do my hair, but that's just what I do. I'm gonna start at the back and work our way in the front. I'm gonna dampen my hair just a little bit. I want it slightly wet, but not too much. And I have all the products that I use linked below as well. You don't need to put too much water in your hair, because this mousse, or the mousse that you use, is gonna be a form of water in my opinion. And in the end, I'm gonna show you guys how many rollers I ended up using. Here's the size of the back section. Okay, take a little bit of mousse. Apply that root to tip. Making sure the ends are fully covered in the mousse is most important. Or it's more important than having the roots saturated. You want to see the ends before you see the roots, and you don't want your ends to be frizzy, because it's not going to look right. And I'm going to get into detail about how to actually roll your hair. Keep it secured and making sure that it stays. Use about 2 pumps for each section. To make sure that your hair is molding around the roller, you need to make sure that it is wrapping around tight and secure. It might get a little bit loose at the root, but you can always tighten it when you're done wrapping your hair around. And I bend the flexi rod down at the top, and I bend the flexi rod upwards at the bottom. 2 pumps, true roller, as close to the root as possible to make sure it's taking the shape of the roller, not your natural curl pattern. You're going to get to wrapping, and make sure as you wrap around each time, you're going to make sure that it remains secure. And once you get to the end, and just twirl it around, and making sure that it lays flat. It takes the shape of the roller and not your curl pattern. This section here, we use 12 flexi rods. The orange and the blue rollers are different sizes, but it's just one step ahead. Orange ones are slightly bigger, and then the blue ones are a little bit smaller. And I don't really have enough rollers to just solely use the blue ones, which the blue ones are the ones that I prefer. Now that I'm in the front part of my hair, I'm going to give you guys a close-up view of how I'm actually doing this. This is why it's important to make sure that you anchor it for things like this, because it'll start unraveling. Make sure that we secure it down so that does not happen. So you're just going to fold it over at the top, and that'll keep it from sliding down and unraveling. A lot of you guys think this is the unbrush, but it's not. It's a knockoff of an unbrush. This is by the brand Absolute Hot. I got it from my local beauty supply. I don't like the Denman brush to detangle my hair, or the ones that has the prongs that move, like it's like in rows, and they're all in singular rows. I don't like that. We're gonna do this section here, and some sections may appear a little bit bigger than others, but just based off the density of my hair, it's different all over. Some parts of my hair are thicker than others, longer than others, or the hair strand itself is thicker and different. We work the product all the way through. Take our roller, we're gonna lay it at the front of our hair, kind of like we're pushing the section that we've allotted for this roller back, and wrap your hair around it, and I'm making sure that the roller is never not without a hand on it. And as I'm working my way around it, I'm gliding my hand throughout this section of my hair to making sure to keep the hair stretched. Once we get to the end, I just like to take it and kind of just go like this, like you're twisting a bottle cap inward. So now I'm just going to turn this roller like a screw towards my body to make sure that it is secured tight to my root. Back down to the end part of the roller. We've kind of going like this, like a bottle cap, and making sure that the end of our curl is wrapped around it all the way. And this is very important for people with tighter curl patterns. If you have like 3C, 4A, type 4. But we're just going to take it, bend the roller upwards. This will just help make sure that your hair doesn't unravel. And I try to, which I don't get it right all the time, make sure that wherever the end of my hair ends, I try to bend the roller upwards. So say my hair or my curl ends here, I try to get the roller and cover the end of my hair so it don't move. I hope that makes sense. We're almost done with the rolling process. I started at 8, it's 9:47. I really like when my hair is like this because I like the shrinkage that my hair has, which creates more volume for me that my natural hair does not give. My curls are more like a S curl, most of them, and with this I have more like a spiral. I'm not really a fan of curly cuts. Granted, they are cute. I just don't, there are too many cons for me to get a curly cut for what I want out of my hair and how I style my hair. But they're really cute, and I like the shape that curly cuts give your hair. I like the roundness of them, and it's something that I'm not able to create with my own curl pattern. So I just do flexi rod sets, and I'm able to create that illusion temporarily, and yeah, it looks really good. The drying process is the most tedious and important part, because if your hair is not fully dry, then honestly it's a waste. Still takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But what I do when I'm applying the rollers, which I don't think I've mentioned yet, is when I'm rolling it around, I basically spread my hair out. It just covers more surface of the roller set. So you see how wide that is? Basically that's just gonna lay flat all the way around. Whereas, you know, some people kind of do it like this, where it's just tighter. So we want it to be wider. I'm just gonna imagine that the heat is able to get more into the hair when it's flatter, whereas it's being tighter together. Also, when I'm doing this to help with the drying time, I try my best not to overlap them. I just make sure they meet right together. But some areas it's not possible due to the length of my hair. I just gotta work with what I got. 2 things to help with the drying time. 1, make sure that the hair does not overlap as you're wrapping it around. And 2, you're going to widen out your hair or stretch it out to kind of flatten it to go across, so it's not so big and bulky, to help get the heat throughout your hair evenly. Because sometimes you'll think that your hair is dry, but once you take it down, you quickly realize that your hair is still damp. It's going to be frizzy, and it's not going to really fully take the shape of the flexi rod, and it just kind of defeats the whole purpose of styling your hair like this. Again, start by making sure your hair is fully detangled. Grab your flexi rod and place it at your root. Since I'm at the top of my head, I have to do a little different, but you're going to start rolling all the way around, making sure that it doesn't overlap and has a wide base. To secure it, you're going to be sure to fold the ends in the appropriate direction. We got them all on here. Now it's time to sit under the dryer. I'm going to show you guys what dryer I use. It's kind of loose right here on the end. Like a piece of the curl is just kind of hanging out. That's why I try to implement, even though, like I said, I can't get it all right all the time. When I'm turning the flexi rod upwards, I try to cover that so it stays in place, so my curl won't do what it wants to do, and it takes the shape of the flexi rod. So I'm going to take a little bit more mousse, flatten it out, turn like a screw, whatever comparison I gave it, and we're going to flip it. Hopefully it stays, but it's whatever. I'm kind of saying something, but child, I mean, it is what it is. Probably not even going to see it for real at the end of the day once my hair is big and whatever. This is the hooded dryer that I use. It's from the brand Kiss. It's the 1875 Salon Bonnet Dryer. Very classic, very simple. I don't do too much. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I got it at Walmart for about, I think it was maybe under $40. I don't even remember. But it does what it needs to do. I know there are probably better ones out there on the market, but I ain't finna pay for it. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna show that part, but I'm just gonna sit under the hoodie dryer. I'm just gonna sit there. I don't think you guys want to see that, but I'm just gonna sit under the hoodie dryer for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. As the hoodie dryer is on my hair, all the rods under my hair is not gonna fit on it. So that's when the handheld dryer comes into play. I just go in those areas where the hoodie dryer does not cover it, just to kind of get it dry, because we don't want our hair to still be partially wet in areas and it looks a mess. And I'll be back to show you guys when I take it down, that whole process. Alright, so I'm back sitting on the dryer. I was under there for about an hour and a half. I think my hair is dry, but we're finna find out. We're definitely finna find out. I usually just start whichever one I can easily get my hands on, because it's quite a few in here. Please be dry, please be dry. So usually a lot of the times when I'm doing this, it's late at night when they're coming down. So I'll take them down, but I will leave them like this and unravel them later on. Usually when I'm doing this style, it's always the nighttime when they're coming down, always. I think I'm just a night owl. I think that's really what it is. I just like doing stuff at nighttime. It's much more peaceful. I just take them down so I'm able to go to sleep and get a decent rest. And I'll come back tomorrow, and then that's when I will pull them apart. I will give them some time to, I guess, kind of like lock in and take its form. And for me to maintain the light weightiness, I like to go in with the Sacred hair oil. I really like this. It's not greasy. I know a lot of hair oils are greasy, so that's why before this really came out, I really wasn't using hair oil, but I liked it, the fact that it's just super lightweight. It don't weigh my hair down, and then it's not too greasy. I don't go in with hair oil like daily, just when I'm taking it down. That's why it's important to anchor it down and get as close to your root as possible, folding it over. These are all steps needed to make sure that it's seamless. Alice, whenever they're doing roller sets or flexi rod sets, they'll take some strip papers and cut them up and place them on the ends, but I don't have the time nor more patience to do that, so that's why we roll them over. Just want to let you guys know that is another option that you can do, but that's just an added step. Already at hour 4 with this, doing this. Unfold it to where it's straight. Then you're going to untwist the flexi rod until you're able to get your hand on it. Then that's when you're going to start unraveling, and then you can just slide it off. I try to be very gentle because you'll snag your hair if you don't do it correctly. This is what they look like fresh out. My hair is super soft, very bouncy. Not done yet. I'm going to come back tomorrow afternoon and we're going to take them down. But for now, I'm going to take a little bit of this hair oil. I'm just going to put it on the palm of my hands, and we're just going to put it on top. I'm not going to rake it through because I don't want to mess up the curls, but we're just going to take a little bit, get it on our hands, and just kind of go like this. We're not raking it through, but we're just kind of going to glide it on the surface. I use 53 rollers to complete this flexi rod set on my hair, and it'll vary person to person. Important to have more than not have enough, because there's been times where I've had to go to the beauty supply with my head half done, or send somebody to go give me more. My head kind of big, and my hairline is, I have a lot of hair. I have a lot of hair. Moral of the story, I have a lot of hair. So I'm running on E right now, but we will be back tomorrow to unravel them. So it is the next day, and I actually have somewhere to be within less than an hour. So we're gonna have to speed rush this, but we're gonna go ahead and start taking it down. That ain't how that's supposed to be. It was behind my ear. Okay, Lord. You know, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. What I do whenever I'm unraveling them, I put them up in a very loose ponytail. I just stick the hair tie on one time, and I start from the back, and I just pull a curl out so we won't miss any, and everything gets pulled apart. So ever so lightly, I just start pulling apart where it's already separating, because I really just want volume. What I've been doing in the past is keeping it in much longer than I should, because it will give me a time whenever I'm detangling it and about to wash my hair. I'm kind of just pulling it at this point just for due to time restraints. I mean, I'm only going to have it for a week. I don't really care too much about like so much keeping definition. Really, not too bad. I just want the volume. I think we're getting that. Since I've cut my hair last time I did this, it's much more rounder, I will say. taking my pick and fluffing the roots out. Yeah, this is the roller set. This is what it looks like close up. Curls look great. I'm going with a little bit more oil and just kind of get it on there. To help give the illusion of like a curly cut round shape, I will take some bobby pins and kind of pin it up in certain areas. And yeah, this is how I do my flexi rod sets. Sorry y'all, I'm back. Just want to give you guys a forewarning. This hairstyle is prone to matting and tangling. I'm warning you now. If you're gonna do this hairstyle, you need to get the African Pride pre-shampoo, the tangling and condition pre-poo thing. This right here. You need to purchase this. I highly recommend that you put this on your hair and let it sit and detangle your hair before you wash it, or else you're gonna have a time and you're gonna have a lot of hair loss. I'm trying to help you. I'm warning you now. This hairstyle is prone to breakage. You need to invest in this. If you're gonna do this hairstyle, you need to get this so you can have this on hand whenever you're getting ready to wash it out. I do not recommend keeping this hairstyle in longer than a week because it will mat. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. More videos on YouTube to come. If you have any recommendations or videos you want from me, please comment them below. And if you guys plan on doing this hairstyle, I'd love if you tag me on Instagram and let me know how it goes for you, or just comment below. I love hearing feedback from you guys. But yeah, y'all have a good day. Bye y'all.
Don't say I didn't tell you.